Come on in. Bring the light. Hi, Kingdom. Come on in. Bring the light. How are you guys today? Hi, Kingdom. Come on in. Bring the light, guys. You guys have the power. You guys have the light. And I want you to know that I'm going to tell you guys that over and over and over again. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Today we are talking about ways that narcissists will use control. Ways that narcissists will use control. I wrote a couple of things down so I don't forget, but I do have some notes that I have that I'm gonna just refer to, so that, because I think there's a lot and I don't have all, but I do want to at least mention the ones that I have, and then you guys can kind of chime in, which I absolutely love when you do that. So to let me know that you guys know what kind of what we're doing as far what they're doing as far as the control. So at least you guys are vigilant in what they're doing. So hi, Kingdom, come on in. How are you guys today? We are talking. Today's topic is the ways that narcissists will use control. And we know that they do know how to do that. So there's many different ways. So come on in. You guys are the light. You are the guys are the light source. You guys are the energy, which is what the narcissists wish that they had, which is why they gravitate to people like you and I, because they want to be just like us. So come on in, guys. We're going to get our topic going soon. So come on in. How is everybody doing today? Give me a thumbs up if you are having an amazing day, if you're having a wonderful day. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up to let me know that you guys are okay. I want you guys to be okay. I hope you guys are doing all right. Or just put a little comment down and let me know, hey, La, I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good today. So let me know that you guys are doing well, either by a thumbs up or send me a little comment to let me know that, you're doing good, because I want everybody to be in a good, happy space. I really do. I love you guys, and I want you guys, well, if you guys are mentally healthy, then you're happy and good for your kids, and your kids are happy, and then it's just a cycle of happiness, and then we just spread love and positivity. And if we can get that going, what type of world would we live in if we just spread love and positivity, as opposed to everything that the narcissist does, which is a complete opposite? So come on in, guys, because we are talking about ways that narcissists will use control. And I think the first way, I have some notes, so I wrote it down. So the first way that narcissists will use control is they will isolate you. They will get you somehow, some way to remove you from your loved ones. This may be a major thing, like me, getting me to go across country, far away from everyone that I knew. Or it could be just isolating you, where they're creating issues between you and your family and your friends, to that now you don't want to be involved with them. You want to distance, they get you to distance yourself from your family. So they absolutely will isolate you. They will remove you from your loved ones if you let them. Sometimes you don't even know that it's happening, which is the sad part. You think that it's coming out of love and concern from them, when it is absolutely the complete opposite. Because I always say, what greater way can someone control and manipulate you if they get you away from the people who you love and trust the most, right? So that way, if they're doing that and they remove you, or they get you to distance yourself, Hey, Connecticut to Florida. Hi, baby boy. Hi, baby. How you doing today? What's happening, love? How's everything? Are you having a blessed day? You are. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm so happy. Oh, yeah. Isolation. Yeah, with that, this we're talking about ways that narcissists will control you. And isolation is probably up there, way up there in the how they will be able to control you. Because what better way? Yeah. Oh, what? What? Oh, not free. Are you, is that a joke or are you serious? Please tell me you're serious. Because you're going to make me jump up and down and knock over my phone today. Are you kidding? Are you serious? That is great news. I hope you are not pulling my leg today. Oh my goodness. If I'm going to have to send you kisses through the phone if you're going to tell me that you are 100% done and you are locking that door and you are not going to let him come back. So if you're doing that, listen, either way, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Let's see, I have been staying away. It's been like he's discarded me, and now I know his BS games and his lies, and he doesn't bother arguing me. Yeah, but he'll be back. So this is just let you know, like my supply isn't there anymore, and he doesn't want me. I want to give it up. I don't want to give up. Right. So, but you know that they do that. Remember, I think the not the last one, but the live before this, it was that push pull where they'll use that to control you. So that's in this as well. The ways that narcissists control you. So they're gonna isolate you. They're gonna get you to remove somehow, some way from your family. If you're just coming in, we're talking about the ways that narcissists will get to use control, and one of them is to isolate you, either to get you away from your family, to move you away, or they will get you to have disagreements with your family. That way, you are relying on them. You're their only source of safe, I guess. So yeah, so we definitely want to do that. We want to make sure that we are aware of that, should I say. Sorry, it went away. But I hope, listen, if you are knowing, you know that they do that push pull, Connecticut to Florida, you know they do that push pull. So he'll, even if he's not there now, which is ghosting, is another way that they use control. Um, he or she, in your case, he'll be back. He will be back. But it's up to you when he does come back that you have to draw the line in the sand and you have to let him know. No. Or if you can block and delete him off your phone, and he may even come by, don't open the door. Don't open the door. Don't feed into it. Yes, this is their pattern, but it's different now. It's like you got the game right. So once you know, my mother has a saying that says, once you know better, you do better. So once you know the game that they're playing, you already know what it is. So yes, so you now know how to move accordingly. You probably will know his steps before he does it. So if he is not there for what, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month, 2 months, whatever it is, you do know that he is going to come back. He is going to cycle back. He's going to spin the block. He's going to come back around. But it's up to you, because you have the power. You have the power. They don't want you to know that you have the power, but you have the power to say no. You have the power to block and to delete, and then you have the power to say no. So they're going to ways they're going to use to control you. They're going to ghost you, that push pull where they're going to go and come back. They're going to isolate you from your family. They're going to make you not agree with your family, figure out a way to get some kind of drama going with your family. And then they'll tell you things like, oh, you don't need them. Or, I will never do those things to you. The lies that they tell you just so that they get you to believe in them and to be comfortable with them. And we know that in the end, they pull the rug right from out from under you, and that is not the case. But these are the things that they do. Hi, Ali. Oh my God, I have just gotten a divorce from a narc for 20 years, and we have 6 kids later. So yeah, so that is a hard one to deal with. So I know exactly what you're going through. So if you have small ones also, I need you to just stay prayed up, keep them in prayer when they are over there. That uh, you have a long struggle, but with God, everything is possible. He disappears and goes to Miami with a new supply, and he stops hanging out with me. Yep. So, but Connecticut to Florida, are you going to let him come back this time? Are you going to allow him to, give you that sorry story or he didn't mean it? Or are you going to say enough is enough and I'm not putting up with this, and that know that you deserve better and that you are the energy source that he keeps coming back to you? But we have the power to say no. We are the power, and we are the ones that have to have the control. We can't give them the control. I have been through hell and back. Yep, it's real. It's definitely come back. Yeah, he comes. They come back. Usually within 2 to 3 months, they do come back when they realize that it's not. Lord knows I have been through the push pull for 20 years, complete garbage. Yes, absolutely, 100%. So yeah, well, you and I can definitely relate. I was there. I definitely would know what that's like, and it's not fun. It is not fun at all. So what we have, the isolation. They're gonna isolate you either by taking you far away from your family or getting you to not agree with your family, argue with your family, and they always gonna be. Let me just tell you this: when they're getting you to disagree with your family and friends, they are playing devil's advocate with the family members. I want you to know that they're playing that they're the nice person, that they're not getting involved. This is what they're going to tell the family members. But then on the opposite side, they're going to tell you, oh, you don't need them. Oh, that's they shouldn't have did that to you. I would never do that to you. That's the game that they're playing. They're making themselves feel look really good to the family members most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, because they want to get that trust from the family member. And they do sleep with family members, by the way. They will go behind your back and they will sleep with your family members. They'll befriend your family members, which is very unfortunate, but they do that. You're sick of him and this sob story. Okay, all right. I'm with you. I know you can do this. I know you can stay strong. We got to get you to work on you. Enjoy your life. I don't like to talk or text with him, meet any of his family or friends. I won't. You won't trust him. Okay, listen. We got to get you in a space where you are loving some you. You understand? We got to get you in a space where you are loving some you, because when you love on you and you love some you will not put up with that nonsense. I'm telling you right now. Yep, it's terrible. It will never end. Oh, hello. Hi. I'm sorry. Those notes go away so fast. Either I'm slow Either I am slow or it just goes away way too fast. Maybe it's a little bit of both, child. I'm trying to read all the comments all at one time. But yeah, so okay, so it is, yep, it's horrible. It will never end. They put up with it, and yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, that you're going through that. But let me just say this to you. Even though you are, hi Jennifer, how are you, sis? Oh, I'm so glad you came in. um yes, Connecticut to Florida, you need to love on you. You need to love on some you. There's a saying that said, I love me some me, I loves me some me. So that's what I got to get you to say. Go in the mirror and say, I love me some me. Okay? Because if we love me, we love us, we love ourselves, then the nonsense that they do, we wouldn't put up with it, because we would say, no, that, if you wouldn't do that to someone else, then you shouldn't allow it to be done to you. I just think it's really, once you get to that point, because it doesn't, you're not always there. I was not always there. I was in my 30-year, of vicious cycle of going back and forth. Oh, you are so welcome, Connecticut to Florida. Thank you. Oh, yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, we got to love ourselves. We got to love God first and foremost. For anyone who's new here, we got to love God first. I am now at the point where I'm selling my house and trying to become totally independent. He is withholding child support. Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. Yeah, I know that game. I was there. That's due and alimony. Oh, I'll tell you about that in a second. Yes, love. You forget. Oh, let it say somebody say something so it could come back. Someone was saying something about I think I forgot. Let's see what it says. But yes, so we want to be always mindful. I think that if we are aware of these games that they play in the beginning, then I don't know. I think for me, if you see these things in early on, the first month or two or three, it's a whole lot easier to drop these people like hot rocks or hot potatoes and keep it pushing, because if you don't have too much invested in these people. Yes, love, you forgot about the narc. Life is short. Yes, absolutely. Yes, listen. I don't know that we could ever forget about them. That part. I saw all of this in the first few months and I didn't care. Right. So this is what Connecticut to Florida and everybody else. This is what I'm talking about. I wanted to love. Right. But you know what? We got to get in a space, and it's okay. I don't want you to spend too much time on that. You saw the red flags. We all did. We all did. How many on this live right now? Just say I did. And I'm going to put my hand up. How many of you saw all the red flags and you guys ignored it like I did? If you did, just put in a comment section, I did. I am almost certain that everybody in the live is going to say the same thing. That we saw, exactly. Jennifer said she saw it. Listen, Connecticut to Florida says she saw it. And saying I did. Amanda says she did. Yep, definitely ignored it. Yes, we all ignored these signs. I don't know why we do. Maybe at that point in our lives, like Connecticut to Florida said, fix so interested. Right, exactly. So, but like Connecticut to Florida said, sometimes you just want to be loved and you just want someone to love you. So you're willing to overlook certain things, so that you could have someone there. But I think that as we get, I thought he was pathetic and and you wanted to help him. It was only for he was only 30, 20. He was only 20 years old at the time. Okay. So here, almost, I felt bad. I literally felt like he was a broken boy. Right. Sad. So listen, I think that's the red flag. I think that's one of the red flags. If they're coming to you completely broken and they're not knowing how to fix themselves, I think that that's a sign. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong. She was only 20. Right. So, but at the end of the day, if we are at that point where we decide that we don't want to fix we don't mind helping. He was 20 and I was 21, so you guys were babies. Yeah. So, but you know what, at 20, do we really know what we really want? Maybe we think that we do. Okay, yep. But I don't know that we do. I think that when we're 20, we're still not really sure what we want. We will meet someone and we will like the person, and then yeah, we'll ignore all those red flags, and then those things get worse. But we have this thing where we try to fix people. You're 26. Yep, Connecticut to Florida says she's 26. I'm divorced and I'm now 42. Right. So now you're doing what? You're picking up the pieces now. I still don't know. Jesus is who I want. Yes, I know that's right. Jesus is right. But I just divorced and I'm 42. Wow. So we have a lot of that. So we have some just divorced and, over 30, over 35. So I'm in that same boat. But, let's not look at it. I at first when it first happened, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I have to start over. Now I have to date again. Now I have to figure things out for myself." But it's okay. You know why it's okay? Exactly. Connecticut to Florida said all ages. Both of you guys are 42. Yep. Um, but it's okay. You know why? Because now you know what you want. And guess what? I'm going to say this because I know this is for me. Guess what? I know what I don't want. Listen, I know what I want, but I definitely, who can relate? I definitely know what I don't want. And I don't want a baby. I don't want a 3-year old in a grown man's body who has tantrums about everything. I don't want someone who complains about a sneeze, or if you walk a certain way or you cough a certain way, they complain about that. I want someone who is confident in who they are. I want someone um, who is comfortable with not hiding me on social media. Praise God for a divorce. Yes. Let me tell you, Jennifer. Yes. Let me tell you something. Thank you, Jesus. Can we get a hallelujah? Listen, thank you, Jesus. I'm so grateful. Um, I think it's been 2 years now. I think uh, December will be 2 years I'm divorced. And let me tell you something. I got to figure it out financially, but guess what? It's okay because I am loving me some me and I am figuring it out. I don't think it's starting over. It's just a chapter in our lives that just closed. Absolutely. So the book is not over, right? The book is not that, Miss Ali. That is so true. The book is not over. We're just moving to a new chapter. I know what Jennifer says. She know what she wants. Connecticut, Florida said, "Hallelujah." Okay, and Jennifer is giving high fives. Yes, amen. I'm so happy. Yes, absolutely, so true. So yes, so if we get in that space, and listen, let me tell you something. When you know what you want, and when you know what you don't want, how many of y'all know what you don't want? How many of you know what you don't want? And how many of you know what you do want? Give me some things that you do want in your next mate, your next partner, your next husband, your next wife. What are some things that give me one thing you don't want and then give me two things you do want? Okay? I know what I do want ever I know what I don't want ever again. Never am I Never now. I am a brick house. I know. I know that's right. I know. When you have that mental, listen, when you have that mental, which is that's what they'll eat away at your mental if you let them. Um, yeah, they will definitely eat away at your mental if you let them. So give me one thing you don't want and give me two things you do want. So one thing I don't want anybody complaining about every little thing. I have had that for 30 years and listen, I don't even want my kids complaining. When my kids complain, I just look at them like, "Really, y'all complaining about that?" Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And what I do want, I want someone who is confident within themselves, right? Someone who is 100% confident and someone who is happy to have me on his arm. That's what I want, okay? I don't want a demon. I love it. Jennifer says she don't want a demon, and I want a functioning human. And and I think she said, and I'm someone who loves God. And yes, I agree. I think that's what it just said. It'll when it comes back around, I'll do it. But yes, we need someone who loves God, but in a good way because there are some. God, people and men in church and women in church that is who loves Jesus. Absolutely. Yes, Jennifer, I agree with you 100%. I'm with you on that one. One thing I don't want is being criticized and critiqued. Absolutely. Yes, Connecticut to Florida. I agree with you on that one. So yeah, so so isolation is one. This is what they do. I met a lady last night. She said that hers got her to stop working. These are the ways that narcissists control you. He got her to stop working. So she had to, when it came to money, she had to rely on him for everything. Everything under the sun. All the money had to come through him. So that's another way that they will control you. Um, I got one: get you pregnant, or if it's a woman, if a woman narcissist, the woman will get pregnant to trap and control the male narcissist, and then the male will get the woman pregnant, or and so that they have that control, that hey, that person has to stick around. Yes, new chapter. My only worry financially as well, but God, yes. But you know what, I sometimes I worry about the financial, but guess what, God always works it out. He really does. And goodness and feeling whole and greater than, yes, money. And listen, just tell God what, Miss Ali, just tell God what you want. Tell him to provide. Tell him that whatever it is, whether it's coming from the narcissist, it probably won't come from the narcissist. But if that means, like me, you have to um, reinvent yourself. That's okay. That's what we have to do. Let's see. Oh, that one went away. But I think that it's really important that we reinvent ourselves, and it's okay. Right now, I think I tell you guys, I only get like 2-3 hours of sleep every night, because I'm always constantly figuring out, to make sure that the bills get paid. But guess what? I am free. I don't have someone putting me down. I don't have someone belittling me, critiquing me, complaining all the time about everything. So I will figure it out on my own. I will do, as long as it's something legal, because I'm not going to do anything illegal. I'm not going to do something to jeopardize myself or my kids, but that's just me. I'm not gonna judge you if you decide if you gotta take care of your family, you gotta do what you gotta do for you. But I think that it's real important to reinvent yourself, and to step out of your box, step out of your comfort zone. Our souls are greater than any worry about money. Narc destroys us. So yes, they do. They absolutely do. They absolutely, absolutely, absolutely do. So tell me, what are some ways that you guys think that your narcissist controlled you? I know in the beginning, for me, I was being showered with gifts, and I think a lot of that was to get me to bring my guard down, to make me think that he was a really nice person. That's what I thought. I thought that he, was really into me. I thought that he really liked me a lot, or he said he loved me. That's what he said. And that he was giving me nice things because he liked me and he wanted to show me. But I didn't know at the time that it was I want love and respect. Miss Ali said, yes, I agree with you, sis. Absolutely. I don't want a soul reaping Jezebel. And yes, absolutely. Amen. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So I thought that, me being showered with gifts was a way of showing that he was a nice person. I wouldn't let me out of the car. He wouldn't let me out of the car to, yeah. So they pay for, some of them pay for everything. Some of them don't pay for anything. He wouldn't let me out of the car to let me pay for gas and pump, never let me drive my own car. Right. So, he made you think that he was a nice guy. Is that when he was doing that, did that make you feel that he was a nice guy? Did it get you to bring your guard down? what was the your feelings when he was doing that? How did you look at him when he didn't let you get out of the car to pump your own gas and didn't let you drive your own car? Was that something that you liked, or was it something that you didn't like? Was it something that you're like, oh, he's a gentleman, this is really nice, I've never had this before? Because they do know how to trick you. They absolutely, absolutely know how to trick you. Um, they will they will definitely stir up drama to definitely, like I said, to make it seem like they're the savior. He wouldn't really do much, buy food, drinks, obsession. Oh my goodness. Listen, the games just continue and continue and continue and continue. Um, that's how it started. Yes, it did. And then after that, it was the jealousy thing, right? And insecure. Yeah, I have it. It's gonna post, probably, later tonight. I haven't decided, but right before this, I did, that was one of my videos I did, on narcissists and the reasons why they're jealous. Yeah, they definitely have that jealousy, thing. And now that I look back, I don't really think it was a jealousy. If it was a strange one. But I think that for me, I thought it. Now I look at it as it was all a control. It was all. It wasn't really a jealousy. It was that it was a flip that, hey, it made him look like he was jealous, but it was really him accusing me of everything that he was doing. He's controlling his acts of service. Yeah, they are absolutely ridiculous. Has anyone experienced this where they will just feed you? Let's see. He controlled me in acts of services at the time. I was a single mother at 20, and all hell. Oh, it went away. Um, it's absolutely. So, did you guys experience this where they took you to eat a lot or fed you a lot to get you to gain weight? Because that's another way they can control you also. Once they feel like they are getting you to gain weight, I don't know why they think this, because that is not the case. But they in their minds think that if you gain weight, then no one will want you. Well, we know that is not the truth. Up, Connecticut to Florida says she gained 30 pounds. He would not complain about anything. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I think that was LG. LG said he wouldn't come. In the beginning, he not complain about anything in the beginning, or just in general? He is probably from his own childhood trauma and pain. Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. That's a lot of the reason why I think that they do the things they do. I think also that narcissistic, behavior is also probably a learned behavior, that they see people, who are like that, and they emulate them, or they, copy them, and they do what they do. Jennifer says she lost. So when you got with him, you lost 20 pounds. Okay. All right. That's really good. I think. Well, I don't know what size you are, but losing weight is usually harder than, I think, gaining weight. I think gaining weight is probably easier. But if you lost weight when you got with him, I lost 100 pounds when he left, though. Um, he tried to use my money and started, always half. Oh boy, yeah, the half thing. Okay. Complain came during the discard. Ah, okay. So there was no complaining during the relationship. Okay, so I think that, if correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's usually like covert narcissists, where they're just really reserved and really quiet, and they do things really sneakily. They Did I make up a word? Is that sneakily? What am I talking about? Very sneaky. No, I was 99 pounds, and now I'm 125. Okay, so you gained, some weight. Okay, all right. I think that's good. I don't know if you think that's good, but I think that's good. I think 125 is a good size. I think that's a really good size. Covert narcissist, he is too, I think. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I think that's the covert narcissist, where They're very low key on the things that they do. You don't even know that they're doing it. And it's even scarier. Healthy 125. Absolutely. 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 Yes. But I think that a lot of times they, oh boy, I don't know. I think that a lot of times um, they play so many games that they have us on this emotional a roller coaster that we don't know if we're coming or going. We don't know if we're coming or going. I think he was living two lives. A lot of them live two lives. Yep. He fed me a lot. Right, exactly. Yeah. So a lot of them will take you out to eat, or they'll cook a lot, or they'll just always make sure that they're giving you food because they want you to gain weight. And in their mind, they think that if you gain weight, that you no one will look at you, and we know that is not the case because there is men and women that love men and women of every size. So gaining weight does not matter, especially if someone likes you. What No matter what size you are, whether you are 80 pounds or 350, 450, 200, 150, 135. It doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. When someone likes you, it doesn't matter what size you are. But that's what they think in their mind, that if you're heavy, no one will want you. Yep. He fed me a lot. I'm 5'5", 165 pounds. Okay. Connecticut to Florida said white Caucasian women. What does that mean? White Caucasian women. What does that mean? So he likes white Caucasian. He's from Trinidad and Tobago, and he likes white Caucasian women. Okay, all right, okay. If that's his thing, okay, no problem. Hey, we wish him all the best, and we will see how that works out. I think that they will also use sex a lot of times for control. They will. Oh, you're white and he is Caribbean. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I understand. Okay, all right. So, um, all right. So yeah, but you know what? Some people just have a preference. Some people just they like what they like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the only thing that I think that is wrong with it is if I did a video on this, if it's being done to bring the other person down, like they don't like the race. Like, let's say, for example, it's a black person and they go with a white person, but they don't really like white people. It's just to bring that person down, or to make that person look bad at some point, or just use that person. I think that that is when it's not healthy, and that I don't know. I think I kind of experienced that. I didn't think so at the time, but now that I look back in hindsight, I think that that's what it was. There are some races that don't like certain races, and it's just a cultural thing. Yeah, my ex-husband is, we call it Coolie Guyanese. So he's from a country called Guyana, and he has like an Indian look. He is Indian, excuse me. And I don't think that he likes black women, to tell you the truth. I think that he despises black women, and I think that he uses black women to have a status thing. It's all an outer appearance, but he belittles uh, black women, and didn't treat me like a queen at all, and was very disrespectful and very controlling and manipulative, and did all the things that he did. But I think it's a cultural thing. I think that they look down on black women. That's what I think. And I don't think that's about every single one of them. I think that a lot of them have that issue. All of them, no. A lot of them, yes. But I think that's women in general for them. I don't think that they like women at all. At all. A lot of them, not all of them, but I think a lot of them don't like women. I think that they look at women as dirt. I think that they look at women as objects. I think they look at women for sex and to cook and to clean. Um, but that's my opinion, and it's only my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's right. I lived it for 30 years, so that's how I see it. That's how I saw it, and so yeah. But that's just that was my experience. That's what I saw. So but I think that they will also use a lot of times they will use sex for control. I yes, Connecticut to Florida says she hears me, and it doesn't. So does he. He has an Indian look. Yeah, so he's probably like my ex-husband. He probably is a Trinidadian, Indian Trinidadian, where somewhere there's somewhere in the back there is that somewhere in the India comes into play. So they migrated to Trinidad and Guyana, a lot of them. Um, uh, he doesn't discriminate against anything. Oh, okay, gotcha. Right. But does he treat them right? If he's not treating them right, he is discriminating. That means he is getting them to get a status, right? A status look, a status stamped, I guess. And then on the back end, he doesn't treat them right. So then that is discrimination. I think that that's a form of discrimination. Because if you're just going with women because of their culture or the color of their skin, just to say that you have them, and then you're not treating them right, and you're being disrespectful, and you're not doing things that you're not treating them the way they're supposed to be treated on a whole, as in general, men and women, I think that there's something wrong with that. I think that that's a problem. Connecticut, Connecticut, Connecticut to Florida said sex, control, and energy. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. No, he will take anything as long as it's a resource. Okay, so he'll take any supply. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that I mean, if he doesn't really have a preference, then that's different. If he dates whoever he wants to date, but it's not about the color. It's about how they treat you. It's about the respect level, and do they have any respect for anyone? I don't know. Miss Ali said, "Wow, I am the opposite. Mine is Guyanese as well. Oh my goodness, but black. Oh boy, yeah. Yep. So you know firsthand. It's sometimes it's an island thing. It could be an island thing. I don't know. I'm from Honduras, the Central. Okay, and Pakistan. Okay, so you have a mix, and he is black. Okay, wow. Thanks. Yep, everything is culture. Yeah, absolutely. See, culture is huge. Yeah, I think so, and I don't have a problem with. Obviously, if my ex-husband was Indian, I don't have a problem with interracial dating. What I have a problem with is how you treat people, right? You don't disrespect someone. You don't pull machetes on them, and you don't in your mind you think that because in your country that's something that you do, that you come to the United States and you do the same thing. No, that's wrong. It is absolutely wrong. There's no right in that. There's no right in it, especially if it's done in front of your child. But to do it and then find that you are making excuses why it was done, or no, it's not right. It's absolutely not right. Um, yeah, no, it's okay. It's thank you. It's a part of the past. I definitely sorry you went through that. Yeah, I'm a big girl, but what I'm upset about is that it was done in front of my daughter. But I blame myself because the first time that it happened, I should have had his ass locked up. I should have called the police, and I should have had his ass locked up and removed, and never to be returned ever again. That's what I should have did. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I went in a corner, and I cried to myself, and I was upset with myself for allowing it to happen, and I didn't do anything about it. And then it happened again in front of my daughter, and I still didn't do anything about it. So this is for me telling you guys, don't accept those type of behaviors. They don't get any better, they get worse. They absolutely get worse. So we don't want for the kids to see things like that. I don't want for you guys to experience anything like that. The last live someone said that he had punched her in her face. Those things are unacceptable, and then the kids are watching that, and the kids think that that's okay, or the kids get terrorized. They terrorize the kids because the kids are seeing all of this violence in the home. No, that is not acceptable. That is not how life is supposed to be. And none of us, kids, adults, women, children, men, no one deserves to be beaten. No one deserves to be terrorized or bullied in their own home. Even the dog got it. Even the dog got it. When the dog didn't do things that he didn't like, when the dog did things that he didn't like, he would take the broomstick and like stick and jab at the dog and upset the dog. And all the dog was doing was defending me. He likes to call the cops on me. Oh boy. Uh, yeah, Connecticut to Florida. I think you said in the beginning. I think that it's time that you don't want to get locked up. You don't want to get in put in jail for any reason. So the best thing to do is, if you know a person and you know how they operate, and you know that things can go to that level, and that you guys can get upset with each other and it can escalate to that, it's probably best to stay away from that person for your well-being and for their well-being, because you don't know how it's going to end, and you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're in jail, or he's in jail, or both, or even worse. Because now what they're doing is they're not taking one anymore; they're taking both of you. So now, if the cops are being called to the house, and especially if there's kids involved, you guys have to be very, 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 very mindful of that. They're taking both of you to jail, and then those kids are going into foster care. I just want to let you know that. He tried to call me, and guess what? It went away. He played himself. But if you're done, then you have to block and you have to delete. That way, when he calls, he can't get through to you, and then you delete. That way, you don't know that he's calling. You can't see that he's calling. So this is where we take our power back, because we set boundaries and we say enough is enough. I'm not taking this anymore, and I'm not going to allow this person to control and manipulate me anymore. And this is something, and I don't know too much about it. It's drama. It's nothing I want to be with my kids. Right, exactly. Exactly. So you don't want, I know you said you don't have kids, but if you get to that, when you get to that point, you don't want to have that as a cycle for your kids. We definitely don't want that, like we talked about on the last slide. And then I don't know anything about this. I know that it exists, but I know that I've had a couple of conversations with people saying how different things are transpired. But also for control, I heard that narcissists will do love spells. Again, I don't know anything about this, but I know that it exists. I know that there's something that they can do. This is why you guys and we have got to stay prayed up, so that these demonic people don't go to certain people or create certain things, or take certain belongings. Don't give people personal belongings from you. Don't let people take portions of your hair. I've heard of so many different things that if you guys have personal items, personal items to people for any reason at all. There is another force that I don't know anything about. Maybe you guys know something about it that you can share with each other, but I want to let you know that if you're giving out your personal items to different people, it is not good. It is a dangerous thing. And then that when they have this personal item, they can do certain things, but you have got to keep God in the forefront. You've got to stay prayed up, and you have not allowed anyone to take anything personal that belongs to you that goes on your body. He left his football here. I threw him out. Yeah, football is not really something personal. So something personal would be like a underwear or something that goes in your hair, like a hair clip, something that tangibly goes on your body usually. Um, so yeah, we want to make sure that we are aware of all of these types of control. So what are some things that was done to you guys that was done for a form of control? Um, what was some of the things that happened that you can share and say, you know what, now that I'm looking back, that was a type of control. That was a type of manipulation. Yeah, they called the cops because I called the cops because he hit me. I got a restraining order. Good for you. Good for you. Absolutely good for you. That is a good thing that you have that. I had one, and I was so dumb and I was so stupid. I had his attorney tricked me into having it removed, and now when I look back, I should have never done that. I got a restraining order because I hit him. Oh, so you guys hit each other. Okay. All right, let's see. I want to read the end of that when it comes back up. I don't know if you guys have it up. Mine goes away. It doesn't stay up. He got a restraining order on me. So you guys have a restraining order on each other. So you guys can't go near each other. So how does that work with the kids? That's interesting. So did you guys both get arrested, or did you guys just not call the cops and you went to get a restraint? One got a restraining order, and then the other one said that they wanted a restraining order. That's has anyone watched Dirty John Betty? No, I have not. What is that about? What does that mean? Is it about how people use, I guess the last topic was the sex and the love spells? I'm not sure. Um, don't allow this game on him to try get you in trouble. You can go to jail. Yeah, absolutely, you can go to jail. And they're not playing games anymore. The officers, if they get there and there's bruises on both of you, and you can't prove who started what, and the story doesn't sound right, both of you are going to jail. Both of you are going to jail. And if you have kids in that household, those kids are going to go to foster care until you guys get out of jail or you guys figure it out, and now they're in the system. So you got to be very mindful. If you can get away from these people and you don't have to have these people in your environment, that way you don't have to compromise who you are, right? Because we know that we compromise who we are when we have these demons in our lives, because all they're doing is trying to get us upset. All they're doing trying to do is to get us to be low like them, low vibrating people like them. If we can stoop to their level, which a lot of times we do because we don't know any other way how to be other than to um 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot I was on a Telegram, listening to Telegram. But I think that it is really important that we know the signs and that we know that if we can get to that space. I know for me, I allowed a lot of anger to come out of me that I didn't even know existed, because this person was always pushing my buttons. And then I didn't know how to control myself because I would get so angry years after years of just being lied on and controlled and manipulated. Love spells. Wait, he took 7 roses the other week and then he threw them into the lake. What? Oh my goodness. What does that mean? Oh boy. Um, and I think that for me, I allowed a lot of my inner being to be torn down, that I became a different person. And then that was it. Was that a love spell? I don't know anything about them, honey. I know that I've had conversations with people who said that narcissists can use love spells to try to control people. I don't know if that was one or not, or maybe if you were there, it could have been just a mind game thing, which they do that a lot. But I'm not sure. You would have to ask someone who knows anything. I don't know if anybody here knows anything about that, but I'm sorry. I know that it exists, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know how it works. I know that it works by using personal items. I've heard that. I also heard of, I won't even say on this, how women put certain things in um, the spaghetti sauce to control the men, which I think is completely, absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. Um, but I've heard of that as well. I just heard about that after he left. I found out about that. I was at a a barbecue and the lady was talking about it. I was like, wait, what did you just say? I dropped the restraining order, and so did he. He got one on me. He retaliated. Yeah, a lot of times it is a retaliation thing. Um, so do you have a restraining order on either one of you right now? Or is that something that was old? Is there still a restraining order currently on either one of you? Or are you guys able to communicate, hopefully, in a good space, especially about the kids? Or do you have to have someone interject and the courts to tell you how to go and what to do? I dropped a he got one on me and we called the cops after he hit me. Please watch it. It is okay. And you said, what is it called again? And can you tell us what it's about a little bit? Just a little bit about what it's about, or what the basic basis of the story is? What is the name of the movie? I think it's a movie, right? Is it a movie we're talking about? You said, I think you said, can you put it back up again so we can see it? I don't know where I'm gonna find the time. I'm always busy. I'm always running. I'm always doing something. I haven't watched TV and I don't know how long. I have no zero zero. Once my head hits the pillow, which I never sit down, only to talk to you guys, I sit. But other than that, I'm always running. But once my head hits the pillow, I'm out until about three hours later, and then I'm back up again, to make sure that me and my kids are taken care of, and that we are doing everything we can to um, pay these bills and have a peace of mind. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I tell you guys that all the time. So tell me, what is the name of the movie again? It didn't come back up. What's the name of the movie again? So yeah, so these are the. Is it about love spells? Is it based on a true story? Um, okay, so please watch it. It's a great movie. Depicts narcs abuse in a great way. Okay, all right. And what's the name of the movie? Bring the movie name back up. Oh, you know what? I think I know what you're talking about. Is it about me too? I have a lot of anger as well. I think it's good therapy and life coach can help with anger. Yeah. Yeah, when I was with the narcissist, I didn't realize at the time. I now realize that it was being done on purpose. It was bringing out the most worst in me. I was just so I was I was always being accused of something. Oh yeah, they put their yeah, that's what she just said. Yeah, they put their menstrual blood. Yeah, yep, that in the spaghetti sauce, and then they give it to the person to eat for the control. I've heard of that. I heard of that. Not restraining order at the moment. Okay, good, 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 good. That's good. I'm glad that you guys were able to work that out. That you guys both, were able to have that resolved, and that you don't have that issue anymore. But yes, I know that that is something that I went to a barbecue one time, and a lady was talking about the menstrual thing, and my head started spinning. I said, "What did you just say?" And she said, "Yeah, that is a really, uh, it's a real thing that they do." I communicate with him through email only. That is awesome, 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 Amada. That is so good. That way, there is no changing of words or anything like that. It is called uh, Dirty John Betty. Okay, Dirty John Betty. I think I saw something. Is it a series? I think I saw something similar to that. And the lady, it was the man that was the narcissist, but the woman, he did things to the woman to make her seem like she was crazy. And then she was doing some like really, I guess he transferred his energy to her. I think I saw something similar to that. It sounds familiar. Probably, oh gosh, a couple of years ago, I think it was. Dirty John Betty. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I will check it out. Is it on Netflix? I think it might be on. I'm sure everything's on Netflix now or Hulu. Um, but yeah, I'll definitely get my daughter to pull it up for me so that I can try to get some time to sit down and watch it. So yeah, it sounds very interesting. So it definitely sounds like something I want to watch. So I'll definitely check it out. So yeah, I think that we have to definitely stay in a space where we've got to keep God in the forefront. We've got to make sure that these types of control that are being used against us, that we don't know it, we don't understand it until it's all done, and then it's all clear. Once the fog is clear, everything that was done for the control, for the manipulation, we then realize after the fact. So it is not a healthy thing for either one to be in it, especially if we have kids. I think that it's important that we continue to trust God. We continue to thank God, especially if He's removed these people out of our lives. I personally thank God every single day for having this person removed. When I was in it for the 30 years, it had became my normal. Tell me, for you guys, if you guys can relate, that it became your normal. You thought that that way of being and that way of living, even though you knew it was crazy, it became your normal. It became your daily routine, that it just seemed like, oh, everybody must live this way. Everyone must, have this kind of relationship. No, that is not the case. That is not healthy for anyone. And you deserve better. You deserve love. You deserve respect. You deserve admiration. You deserve someone who is going to love you and your children respectfully. Someone who honors you. Someone who values you, someone who is going to uplift you, someone who is going to encourage you and help you. And you do the same for them, of course. Everything that they do for you, you do for them. But if there's no love and there's no real respect for you or your children, that relationship, I don't care who you are, I don't care how much you put into that relationship, it is never going to work. It's only going to bring pain and dishonor to both of you. It's never going to work. And sometimes people are just not good for each other. Maybe this person is good for someone else, but for me, it was not a good thing. For my kids, it was not a good thing. So, am I happier today? Absolutely. Are you guys happier today after your divorce? How are you feeling? Once you've gotten your divorce, are you happier now that you've decided that you are no longer going to play their game? Are you happier today now that that person is not there anymore, or are you not happy? What are your stance on where you are today, how you're feeling versus when you're with them? How does that translate for you today? How do you feel about that today? I know for me, I'm so happy I'm divorced. I know for me, I'm so happy that I am no longer with that person anymore. I'm happy that I don't have to experience the negativity, so negative about every single thing. The glass is never half full, it is always half empty. Um, Complains about everything and everyone. Nothing, no one does anything right. And I know for me that I am in a better space and I'm happier. I didn't know that happiness came like this till now, because I appreciate everything in my life. Now I go outside and I look at the clouds and I look at the sun, I look at the bird, I listen to the birds, I look at the trees. Everything I do with with gratification, knowing that I am so happy within and I love myself. I'm learning to love myself more and more and more. My kids are so much happier. Things are just so much better. Everything is on an even kill. Everything is calm. Everything is happy. And we enjoy ourselves. We enjoy life so much better now. So I know for me, I want that for everyone. Does it come quickly like that? No. It took me some time. When the his discard first happened, it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard. But every day got easier and easier and easier and easier. And am I appreciative? Absolutely. So, yes. So, Kingdom, tell me if you agree with me. Are you in a better space or are you wanting to get to that space? What is your headspace today? How are you feeling about that today? Let me know what you're thinking. And then, did you feel like the movie is yep, and then oh, okay. You see my somebody, do you really? Oh, okay. All right, I'm being told to wrap up, y'all. I'm being told to wrap up. So, guys, I love you. I hope that this did help. Was the ways that narcissists will try to control you. I hope that this blesses people, that if they're going into a new relationship, that they see and hear these things and see the signs and not ignore them like we did. So, Kingdom, I love you. I appreciate you. I never thought anyone had this type of relationship. It was normal. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we thought it was normal, but it wasn't. It absolutely was not normal. So it is not healthy. It is not healthy at all, and it is not normal. So Kingdom, I appreciate you guys so much. Go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to connect for a one-on-one coaching session, I'm going to put my email in the description area. I would love to connect with you, so we can figure out with both of our busy schedules, we can figure out when we can connect. And I appreciate you so much, and anyone for your contributions. I really appreciate that as well. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and you guys have a blessed and wonderful narc free day. And bye, guys. I love you so much. Mwah. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. And remember that you are a part of the kingdom. So have an awesome and blessed day. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? We'll try to do another live probably in another day or two. Maybe on Monday or Tuesday, I'll do another live. So you guys have an awesome day and thank you so much. Bye bye. Love you.